Hi everyone, welcome along to December the 6th. Now the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that I have just taken off my jacket and put on a different headband because this is pre-recorded. I am currently, or have been, on a train down to the Cotswolds and I'm driving back today, and I will film again this evening. But I couldn't take all my Advent stuff down to the Cotswolds with me, especially in a rucksack. So I'm pre-recording this one ready to go out on the 6th. Now obviously that means that I don't have any current stitching to share with you. So what I do have is a Welsh sampler, a new Welsh sampler that you've never seen. And it is, in my opinion, a bit of a Bobby Dazzler. So I can't wait to share that with you. I've got another freebie, some past stitching, plus the Advents. No Northumberland Sampler House one today, because as I said, I've reached the limit of the ones that are already unwrapped, and I'm going to save the other ones for a bit later on. So, do you want to have a look at this Welsh sampler then? You wait till you see the border. That's what really, well, one of the things that really attracted me. Let me just remind myself. This is Eleanor Thomas, age 16, 1841. Now, I haven't managed to find Eleanor definitively, and I've got a few ideas of where she's from, but I haven't done enough research that I want to say that out loud just yet. But I've got a fair idea. Okay, are you ready? I'm just going to hold it up in front of my face so you can see the whole thing. Can't even see the whole thing, even if I hide my face. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh my God. Look at that border. Look, that border is just phenomenal. Now we've got some real strong Welsh elements, and we've got some real strong elements of the Berlin wool work that the Welsh girls were very, very fond of incorporating into their textiles. So those sort of top patterns there, they would have come from Berlin wool work. Whereas anything that's a little bit more crazy, and the combination of screams Welsh. So look at those flowers on either side. She has just gone for it. Do you think she finished this one or not? I'm not sure. Look at that. The other thing that absolutely screams Welsh is her name and the passage in its own sort of square cartouche. So what does it say? For I am in a straight bet betwixt... No, I'm in a straight bet. She's not having a bet. Let's try that again. For I am in a strait betwixt two, having a desire to depart and to be with Christ, which is far better. So it's a bit of an odd one that I have looked it up, but I can't remember where it comes from. I'll share more details when she's ready, when I'm sure of where she's from. Right, this house, the Battenberg house, and these crazy plants. Look at these. Just look at those. Now, do you want me to tell you what I call this house? What this house is known as in our house? This house is known as the Booby House. Yes, there are three, all right. I either think of it as the Battenberg house because of the colours, or the Booby house, or the Cherry Bakewell house. They also rhyme with Cherry Bakewells on the top there. You can choose whatever you want. And look at that garden gate. And some more of that border. Let me give you one last full shot. So yes, because I don't have any stitching of my own, I feel I have to show you some of my treasures that I've not shown you. I have started to chart this one, but I haven't got very far as of yet. Charting is actually really hard, I find, in the winter, because you need to be able to match the colours really effectively. And by the time I've got home from school using artificial light, it's not that easy. So I find charting much easier in the summer months. Right, let's have a look at number 6. Ooh. We can have a little sampler band. So this is from Historical Sampler Company, just in case you haven't discerned the difference between the two sets of bags yet. So we have some little beads. I wonder if these go onto some projects that might be forthcoming. They look in this light to be a mixture of silver, either a clear grey or a clear blue, and red. How fabulous is that? Right, let's have a look at some past finishes. We have got Little Robin Designs. This one is called Straighten Your Crown. Now, when I show you this, you will probably despair. Hello! Looks like I've cut it out purposefully just in order to be able to stick my head through it. Now I've stitched this in a thread and I want to call it Michael's Blue, but I can't remember. So it says, keep your head high and your crown straight, which is great advice. Great advice. And I've put 2025 on there. I can't remember if it had a date on it or not, or whether I've just merrily added one. But I love that. I will get around to finishing that probably into a little pillow, unless it fits. 2 seconds. This is why we don't rush to put things away. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. I wonder if it would fit in there. Oh, I reckon that's going to be too close. Let me try and... foiled again. It's about 1 centimetre too short. Darn it. I'll keep looking, but love. And the second one that I've got to show you is by the Cross-Eyed Cricket, and you'll be very familiar with it. This is Winter. Now I finished this in the earlier part of this year after having it probably 90% finished for quite some time. Just never got around to finishing it. It is stitched on a piece of hand-dyed fabric that I dyed myself, with, let's just fold it down, similar colours to the called for. So you can have a little look. I have used the called for blending filament in the snow, although I very much doubt that the camera will pick it up effectively. Because I know I used it because Charlie Feather sent it to me. She did. Isn't it fabulous? Love it. I have got the autumn one finished, and I keep meaning I just want to finish them as kind of like flat finishes, just so that I can pop them up on a shelf or something like that. I don't necessarily want them framed. I just want them finished as flat finishes, maybe with a bit of pom-pom trim or something round, small pom-poms or a little bit of rickrack, something like that I can just sit on the shelf. So it wouldn't take much except motivation, willpower, time, that sort of thing. We'll get there. We'll get there in the end. Before I open the last thing, we're going to go for the freebie. Now, this is another freebie by Melissa from Pinker'n'punkin blogspot. This one goes with the one I showed you yesterday. I'm going to put a picture up, depending on where it fits best. So you could stitch those two together just to make a nice little display. So I'll put the links down to both of those as well. And my floss tuber for today, my advent floss tuber for today, is made by Michelle McGraw. Now, if Michelle puts up a video, I watch it immediately. As soon as it comes out, I watch it because I know she's going to have loads and loads of really good things. She doesn't post as often as she used to, but every time she posts now, she's got so much to share. She's a really prolific stitcher. She does a lot of different types of stitching. It's all fabulous. A lot of people, I think, started to follow her when she did her year of ornaments. There was one year when she just stitched, I can't remember what the number was, it seemed like hundreds of ornaments. And I can only imagine what her house is like at Christmas. It must be the most fabulous place. She does stand-ups, small ornaments. She's got 3 boys who are now marrying and having children at quite a rate of knots, and so she's getting daughters-in-law and grandchildren, and they're all getting stitched things as well. So a lovely family. She always tells us a little bit about them, and so that's lovely to hear. So if you don't follow her already, please do go and follow her. Right, we've got the last one. Now, let me tell you, one of the things that I am doing while I'm at home, I am having my hair cut. I know, so when you see me tomorrow, I might look a little bit different. I'm not having it all cut off, don't worry. It's taken, well, actually it hasn't taken that long to grow this long, but I'm just having it tamed a little bit by my lovely friend Steph, who has been cutting my hair since I was 14. I think since I was 14, I've had my hair cut twice by other people, and I haven't enjoyed it at all. That's not to say Steph hasn't given me, we laugh about it now. She cut the back of my ear once when I was about 16, and she gave me, one time she gave me some layers, and I'd wanted quite a lot of layering, and she put these layers in the back of my hair that were really short. Well, not really short, they were quite short, and they did nothing but stick up in the wrong place until they just sort of grown better. Yeah, so love her. She's the most fabulous human, and she's a brilliant hairdresser. She has never ever seen me wrong, and has helped me get kind of the colour that it is. She just told me to just leave it, let it go, and I did in lockdown. Just let it go. Right, while I've been talking, I have opened day number 6 from Corey's Little Shop. Now this is another Aurifil, but it looks different to the other Aurifil that I had before. Oh my word. Well, I don't know. It looks a little bit thicker, although that's all the information that it's got on it. It looks even thicker than the one we had before, but it's sort of like an orangey brown colour. Let me fish out the one from before and we can compare them. Ooh, I don't know. I'm going to have to ask Letitia and get back to you on that one. I am stumped. All it says on the reel is Aurifil made in Italy. This one says 100% cotton. Get back to you. I will get back to you with an answer. But let's put them both together and you can see. Aren't they lovely? I'm really enjoying finding out about all these threads. I thought I had a good grasp of threads, but it would appear not. It would appear not. Anyway, that's it from me. Stay classy, stitchers.